Chrisean Rock, you are in danger, girl.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainers? So tonight I'm coming to y'all with another video. We're doing another Hollywood Hot Topics. This will include recap of Married to Medicine and also Real Housewives of Potomac. So if you guys have been seeing some of the viral clips that have been going around online, such as Angel and this whole Airbnb situation, and Dr. Simone and her son law school tuition situation, I'm gonna talk about it in this video. So you already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, please hype up the video. If you're not hyping up the video, you shouldn't even be watching because you're watching for a reason. You want other people to support me, right? All right, so first let's start off with Chrisean Rock. Chrisean Rock recently went on a barrage of tweets aiming at Blueface, talking about everything that has happened since she has gotten jumped. I will say, Chrisean, she had all rights to defend herself. Anybody who thinks differently, you're a fucking liar and you're delusional. Because if you getting followed by a group of and then slapped the way that Chrisean was slapped, Chrisean was pimp slapped. You know how Jocelyn be talking to the girls like she they pimp? That was the physical form of doing that. Pop! Like she got pimp slapped. Okay, so she had all rights to defend herself. What I don't agree with is her going online and taunting Blueface and taunting his group of people, which is the Crips. You should not be doing that online. I'm sorry. It's just not smart. And I do agree with the fact that she said God made sure she was saved. Don't get me wrong. I do feel like God protected you that day. But God does not want you to put yourself in dangerous situations too either, mama. Are you crazy? You literally going on Twitter taunting and talking about what he reps, what he doesn't rep. When something happens to you, now we're going to feel less likely to feel bad for you because you sort of asked for it. It's one thing if you let all of it happen, you spoke out on your behalf and you kind of left it alone, then it'll be okay. But you taunting online, I don't think it's smart. And Blueface, you're not innocent either. Your Chipotle face ass is also another person that's in the wrong. Because put all of the gang activity aside, that is still the mother of your children. So you say, right? Because both of you and Carlissa have said, this is your child. Why would you want to put her in harm's way regardless? And not even that, more so the child that you know the child was there. Let's say if it was a call allegedly put out from you to get her to these girls, your son could have been in harm's way, which we're going to get into in a little bit, because the lady, one of the women who attacked Chrisean, claimed that the baby was allegedly left unintended more than one time. So this could have ended up really badly. That's what people don't understand. So it's really not as funny as people trying to make it seem in a key. Now, she went on Twitter and said, "Go to your hood with no security guard, Nicki. Oh, I forgot you in the hood of Santa Clarita. You're not a Crip. You're not even side Crip, Nicki. Stop trying to politic a real big baby. Dad would have had sent for me before I arrive at any location, nigga, because your son always with me. I forgot yo. Don't care about our son." By the way, Chrisean, that F slur that you're using is not Christ-like of you, babe. I'm just saying. Don't care about your son. You show the whole world his hoping it would unalive me. You're not Crip. You have an establishment called King of Crabs. You picking and choosing when you want to be from Psy and knowing you from Santa Clarita. Listen, I don't know nothing about the organizations. I have a friend who does, actually multiple friends who do, but I don't know it. I know a good amount of them, but you know, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Okay. Stop trying to street politics. I'm not hiding. LOL, you are though, nigga. You want to seem like you big Crip when you just a loser, nigga. And then Blueface said, "Don't ever play with the C." All right. And then she also showed the fact that she did not get her chain snatched. Okay. She, to me, took it a step further where recently she went live and she was at, I don't know if it was like a baseball game, whatever it was. It was a sports game, and she was at one of, like, the watch areas that are more on the higher end where you gotta spend a good coin to be in. She was in one of those areas, sort of taunting, like, "You not gonna get me, nigga. You had to get your money up to get me, nigga." This the stuff I don't agree with. Cause then you're introducing it. You're bringing on the to your direction. So when it comes to you, you cannot be mad. So here in this video, she talks about it here, saying that she's covered in the blood or whatever, and she's upstairs in like a sports, as you see a viewing in the background.
Covered by the blood of Jesus. And guess what's in my purse? Jesus. Y'all not gonna be playing with me? Y'all forgot Jesus still flip tables. Yeah, so look. Y'all, it works. The guns was pulled out. I wasn't robbed. I got all my chains. By the grace of God. He went before me, so who can go against me? Period. At the end of the day, I defended myself, but I could have still lost. I could have lost my chains. I could have lost my life. I could have lost the squabble. I ain't lose the squabble. I ain't lose my chains. Or I ain't lose my life. It's something to celebrate. I took myself to the ring. Well, take a video, baby. Okay, bye. I gotta tap. I gotta celebrate my life today because I didn't die yesterday. Oh, and I don't see none of them hoodlums coming over here because they need to get their money up. People just be hating. Just said, people just be hating. And it's okay.
You gotta carry that.
Ain't nobody run.
I know that's.
But the girl that slapped me ran. Look, let me.
Come stop this for me, please. For my boss, get over here like going crazy.
Okay, which, like I said, partial of this live, I feel like is okay. Like, you could celebrate you still being, I'm still alive, bitch. I'm still alive, but don't be talking about, oh, these hoodlums, where they at and all that. Like, this time, next time, it may not be females, it may be niggas. And Chrisean, you are not that strong over niggas. Okay, I still feel like she did her big one though. Them girls to me were clout chasers. Although I do think that they were a part of the gang, they are clout chasers, pure point blank. Because for y'all to tag Zeus, Lemmy, all these people in the post, it's giving you wanted some attention. It's giving you wanted to be on baddies, which to me, I don't get how you thought you were going to get on that show by being on there. Because, ET, please. Good luck with that. Anyway, Wack 100 talked a little bit about the squabble and feels as if Chrisean still won at the end of the day.
Won.
You lost. No, you
She walked out.
You lost, Wack. You put the you.
Dolly, you lost.
Nah, she still won.
The fight, yeah, but she lost. She won the battle, lost the war.
She talking about.
You got a jury taking
won, nigga. She walked out of there.
But you gave the niggas clout a better for.
I wouldn't give about no jury. She could have had her life took. She could be paralyzed.
Yeah, bro,
she could be closed up. All her teeth gone. That jury.
Hey, Wack, he said one of the girls he known from over there, and she was just trying to get with that nigga Lemmy.
Oh shit! So they really gonna fight
But Wack, look, check this out though. Like, she had an opportunity to walk to the car with her chains, but she chose to. Her pride got in the way of it.
And that will be real. You in the middle of Compton. You in the middle of a trip neighborhood. They got the first time and didn't get. We got the initial footage when the bitch slapped her. She didn't get off. But to be able to squabble up and do all that after you didn't diss the whole time. You won. Bro, she dissed the whole shit in front of a nigga. Twice.
And this is before Chrisean said what she said online. So she did actually about like 3 times, to be honest. Because she basically tried to disrespect Blueface's crippin'. You know what I'm saying?
Down to the parade and was able to squabble up and walk out. He still won.
You lost. No, you
walked out.
You lost, Wack. You put the
Nah, she still won.
The fight, yeah, but she lost. She won the battle, lost the war.
She talking about.
You got a jury taking
nigga. She walked out of there.
But you gave the niggas clout a better for.
I wouldn't give about no jury. You could have.
Now, the whole situation with her giving him clout, I don't think it was her giving him clout. She had to defend herself, pure point blank. There's no argument about that. Also, let's talk Marsh. Some people was getting on Marsh talking about why Marsh didn't have her friend back. Y'all wanted Marsh to leave, fight with the baby. Okay? Y'all the main one selling. He ain't got no money for the baby. So y'all wanted Marsh to put the baby in harm's way. I think Marsh did the right thing by getting up out of there with them kids. Pure point blank. Okay? Now, I hate to give, the girls that attack Rock clout, but I'm going to give them because we got to get another side of the story. Okay? This is Marsh basically saying what happened, why she ended up having to dip out of there with Rock and the other children and the other child that was there with them at the time. And this is one of the women that attacked Chrisean that night. That was the one who slapped and pimp slapped Chrisean. Okay?
Propaganda saying I didn't help Chrisean fight. For one, I had the kids. I had Chrisean, Jesus, and Ola. I put them in a car when all this stuff started breaking out. I'm a mother. And guess what happened? Them OG niggas from up over there, they surrounded the car trying to tell me what to do and what not to do. And there was one nigga clutching in his jeans like he got a gun. So for one, I'm supposed to leave him in the car and catch child endangerment while y'all recording me walking from the car, leaving the kids in there.
Let's clock it since everybody asking where was Marsh. Marsh was there. Marsh was walking around barefoot where the bums piss at. You probably got a fucking staph infection in your toes, bitch. You need to go to the doctor and get a tetanus shot. Nasty ass bitch.
Ooh.
Fuck. And you didn't help your friend fight. Loser asshole.
Stop the propaganda.
And my whole thing is, what was she supposed to do? Leave the kids there and help her friend fight?
This amazing.
I don't get it. So this is the video that she claims that Blueface was alleged. I said Blueface. Chrisean Jr. was allegedly left alone. You have somebody that's like a random pushing Chrisean Jr. This is all alleged, of course. This is what she's claiming went down.
I may not be your favorite person, and that's okay. I'm a lot of things, but I've never been a liar. First of all, Bookie Butt, y'all left that baby unattended not once, not twice, but on multiple occasions, my love. Y'all left that baby unattended to the point where somebody was able to walk off with Junior. Please, Marsh, kill it. Stop using Junior as an excuse as to why you didn't get in the field with your friend. Because y'all left the babies unattended to go be in the face of the hood niggas. Y'all wanted that hood.
Okay, so what do y'all think about that situation? I feel like it's hard to believe if what she's saying is true or not about the hood niggas, because clearly you tagged Lemmy and Natalie. That to me, it rid of all of her credibility. The moment she tagged Natalie and Lemmy Pepper, I was like, okay, like you're not a credible person. Like it's clear you want them to see you. It's clear you want them to notice you. Okay, but I feel like Marsh was the hero in this situation because she did what she was supposed to do. She got the kids and got the fuck. Pure point blank. Whatever happened to Chrisean could have happened to Chrisean. It is what it is. She knew what the hell in what city they were going to be in. But had those kids been harmed, that would have been a whole nother problem that girl do not need at this moment. Okay? I can't believe y'all got me defending Rock. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know it's some trifling when we defending Rock. Anyways, let me know what y'all think down below about this situation. And do y'all think Chrisean is in danger with what she's doing online? Because I really feel like she's putting herself in heavy danger. Okay. Now let's talk Merit to Medicine. Y'all, let me tell y'all, the way Simone was hooting and hollering, Simone could join a rock band by the way she be yelling, I am so tired. I've done everything. I've done everything. I cannot do anymore. Like, whoa. That Simone was like over it. I ain't gonna lie, I feel it because I do not like paying for people's stuff. Like, we are all grown at the end of the day. Here's how I feel about it. So this whole situation, you guys, I wish I could play, but due to copyright and Bravo Universal, I cannot. Go to Neighborhood Talk and watch it, and it's also at Ebner Entertainment. Watch it there as well. Okay, so in this clip, Simone is talking to both of her sons. One of her sons is going to go to law school. Now, understand, she has been footing the sons' bills, not even where they're living, but also just their finances just in general for years since they were small, okay? Go to Evan Entertainment, follow. You'll see the clip there. where she is taking care of them financially. We've seen it. I've been watching Married to Medicine since season 1. So we've seen it since the beginning, right? Now he's going to go to law school. Her question in this video was, how are you going to finance this law school? Because she's paying for his credit card bills, car payments, all of that. She's wondering, how are you going to pay for the law school? He was like, well, you feel me? I have a parent, which is Simone. It's not Cecil. Cecil, you guys, is her husband. Cecil does not make as much money as Simone does. She is, to me, more of the financial provider than he is. That was a little bit of a contention in their relationship as well in other seasons. Plus, also another woman that was a friend that was involved with him, and that ended up being a problem as well. So in this clip, she broke down financially how he would be able to maybe pay for certain things, so that way she would be able to help him a little bit financially, but then he'll be able to pay for himself for law school. My problem is with the son. He said it's in this video, white people go to school all the time and their parents fund them, so that way when they graduate, they don't have no debt. That's true, but guess what? A lot of black people do not have their parents footing their bill when they're grown. And that's the difference between the sons and other people. So to me, he does have a point. White people do pay for their kids' education, masters, bachelors, all of that. But guess what? Most of the time, they're working. 9 times out of 10, they're working up until they go to that bachelor's and master's. So it's not like they're just sitting down with their feet up. Some of them are, don't get me wrong, but it's like Simone has given them such a leg up so many times by providing for them financially when she really didn't even have to, because at this point, they're grown as hell, that I am on Simone's side with this, because it's not like she hasn't given you guys a leg up financially a lot of times. She's paid for y'all guys' rent when you guys have moved out, footing credit card bills, financial bills, car payments. Most parents do not do that. I wish. Oh, I'm telling you. I am telling you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for him to have act so entitled, and then Cecil in the same clip, which is the husband, did not have her back. He sat there and basically kind of defended the boys. She was just like, as the person, which this is what I'm gonna get Simone on. You need to not do that to your husband as well. And so, see, both of them were wrong in the scene in regards to them being a united front. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Simone, to me, emasculated him right in front of his son. She said, as a person who has a doctorate sitting here and is speaking, the only person basically saying, nigga, you ain't got no degree, shut your mouth, right? Which is like, you're emasculating him right in front of his son. So there's that, 1. 2, Cecil, you need to have your wife's back, because at the end of the day, when the sons leave the coop, it's going to be just the 2 of y'all. So God forbid she gets sick of your ass and get the fuck, you going to be screwed out of luck. Because once again, she's the primary financial provider of the family. I'm just saying. So to me, Cecil, played it very dumb. And Simone reacted out of emotion, which I do get, though. Because at this point, she's supplying financially for 3 men. That's a lot. And y'all, she started hooting and hollering like Oprah in that gift. That, when I tell y'all, she like, I am so tired of it. I'm not doing this no more. I'm like, oh my God. Child, the cameraman, the cameraman was shook, girl. They had to get the fuck. They said, oh my God. Oh my God. They had to move over, baby. It was funny. I'm sorry. It was funny. It's sad though. Don't get me wrong, because I hate having to see a black family argue about finances, but it's the truth of the matter. The son needs to get a job and work. I just don't get how, like, financially he's not able to provide for himself when, like, you literally have the internet at your disposal. I just feel like if you're a person that is Gen Z and around a certain age group, there's no way you should not be able to make somewhat of a financial like standpoint for yourself, like provide for yourself in some way. It may not be the most amount of money, but at least something. And to me, they've gotten so entitled, especially Miles has gotten so entitled with the whole situation and her providing so much that they've become like lazy. So that's the problem. And also, Simone kind of did them a disservice by not making them work for certain stuff. And that's why now they feel as if they can do that. Plus, their father. We see the whole situation with the father and the father being able to be a little bit emasculated in front of him. So he's kind of taking that role from the dad. So it's a whole situation to where it's like they're seeing what they're one being given and then one being taught that they're mimicking it. So it's kind of sad. Okay. Miles was over, boy. That boy got up. He was like, man, he was about to walk away and someone screaming. The cameraman was sitting there off to the side like this. I know he was like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. Because it had to have been. Now, okay, let's talk Potomac, right? Potomac, y'all, this season is so like they're such mean girls. Angel does not belong in this group. As sad as it is, she does not belong in this group at all. She does not belong. I feel as if they need to recast her. As much as I feel like she's not a bad person, reality TV is not for everybody. It's cutthroat. It's mean. You got to be able to put your business out there. Bitches and niggas will talk about you. Period, point blank. That's why if I would ever go on a show like this, bitch, the amount of shit I'm gonna have to get together in my life before I say yes, because you're not finna. I'm not finna get read on just no. That's why I told you I only do competition because a lifestyle show where they're in your business. Nah, babe. Like I'm gonna have to be like I'm gonna get some shit together. Then I'll be like, okay, cool. Then y'all come on in. Let me show y'all. But no, and I think that's the problem with Angel. She did not originally live in Potomac. She lived in Colorado and then moved to Potomac, which I do understand. My problem is with this group. Y'all act like that's the first housewife to do that. Mia did not live in Potomac. Let's really keep it a buck. The bitch lived in Atlanta. She would bounce back and forth to film. They used to do it on Basketball Wives. Malaysia never lived in LA. At one point, she never did. She was living in Atlanta. She went to LA to film. Hello. So to me, they're making it seem as if like the family got kicked out of the house and had cardboard cutouts out of the house. To me, it's more of Bravo's fault. Why the hell is Bravo not vetting people correctly and making sure that they're actually living the lifestyle that they're actually living? Because it was an Airbnb, no shade, that they were living in. A fabulous Airbnb, but it's still an Airbnb nonetheless. So Bravo, to me, should have did better vetting. It should not have been on Angel for them to like act that way towards her. That to me is crazy. Angel's mistake is, bitch, you should have made that contract a little bit longer. Instead of the months, you should have did it for like a year or two. So that way they really think you live in there. No shade. Now you'd have paid a lot of money, but it would have been worth the embarrassment. Okay. Them girls could have never said, oh, I heard you got evicted. And Wendy, how rich of you? I know Wendy cannot even watch this season back because, girl, you see how God work? You see how God work? Y'all be so ready to shade the next motherfucker, bitch. God is working overtime to get your ass. That's why I don't mess around with people. But I hear people got my names in their mouth. But you feel what I'm saying? Like, God go get you, babe. God go get you. And this is what Wendy, literally, she got God. Because she was the main one leading the conversation with Ashley and Giselle, laughing about her getting evicted, the home situation, and then what her homegirl had a conversation about Angel asking for rental questions and stuff. And then now look what happens. You're literally on trial, going to be on trial for home insurance fraud. You see how God works? Not nice, is it? Okay. I do feel like Angel needs to get off of the show. I'm glad Stacey and Karen were able to have a conversation. Karen to me is still angry. I'm sorry. I hate calling black women angry, but Karen, you are angry, girl. Fuck. Greg don't put it down enough. You could put it down like I fall in love. But you're harder, baby, you can fall in love. I'm put it down, you can fall in love. I'm put it down, you can fall in love. You could put it down. Like a fun in love. He not putting it down right. Because there's just no way. Every time I see Angel on an interview, she's like the vitriol that comes off of her skin. I'm like, girl, you gonna stroke out if you don't be careful. You so damn mad. So like, damn, girl. Stacey is the show. Point like there's no, there's no argument about that. Stacey ends up having a conversation with Karen and they're basically made peace about it. Stacey was saying like we have a lot in common. To me, Karen was still throwing shade within the conversation. I don't get why she continues to kind of poke at Stacey. It's as if like a lot of the girls went into the season with the mindset of we're gonna get Stacey. She's a liar. She thinks she's better. A lot of the fans like her. She a fraud. We're gonna expose her. But guess what? It didn't work. Every time y'all tried to get her, y'all end up with egg in y'all face. Anytime y'all tried to get her, y'all end up getting red. Y'all try to get her with the Chris Samuels thing. That was proven to be faulty because of Cookie big ass. Y'all tried to get her with the whole marriage thing. TMZ even came out and defended Stacey and said, nah, that was just for storyline. She actually was divorced. Like, Stacey, shout out to Stacey, because it's like every time they try to come for her, she rises. When she said, still I rise, she meant that shit. And sometimes you really gotta you gotta sit back and just let shit play out. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even do too much because it's gonna play out. And that's exactly what happened with this season. Ashley and this dude, I saw the young dude that she's talking to. I felt so bad for him. That was so embarrassing. I know this wasn't in the recent episode that just dropped, but when she was talking to the dude about his financial situation, that was very embarrassing because Ashley kind of shamed him for his financial standing. Like, you knew what he was making when you got with the man. So please do not act like he could, you feel me? Like, you knew he couldn't just up and take you one day to Turks and Caicos and to Waikiki with your punani out. Like, you knew that. Like, this isn't a shock to you, babe. So for you to act all like, oh my God, and like, come on, like, it's crazy. Like, you knew what you were getting yourself into. Like, this man, you know who he is. So that to me was faulty. Ashley to me is another one that's a little bit of a fraud because she acts more black this season. Am I the only one? She does. She does. She talking like this. So yeah, like we're really gonna throw that shade. But before it used to be Michael, she didn't used to talk like that. Y'all notice that? Her speech pattern very much changed. I wonder why. Is it because that white man's out of your life? I'm stop. But no, for like her speech pattern changed completely. And her anger towards Stacey is another one that I don't get. What is your storyline, Ashley? Truly, what is your storyline? Because your storyline seems to be in getting into everybody's business and making everybody answer to what they have going on. And we already have Giselle to do that. Giselle's the only person that could get away with it because she's dealt with the embarrassment of Jamal Bryant. And also, she was there from the beginning. So were you, Ashley, but it's like she still has more leverage than you. Sorry. So it's like Ashley to me is not needed next season. To me, I feel like the show needs to move on without Ashley and Angel, and Kiana needs to go back to a friend. She wasn't ready for a housewife's position. And I think they should go from there and recast from there. So that leaves 3 spots open. Karen, come back. Okay. So that leaves 2 spots open, 2 new housewives. I feel like that's the only way they can move forward in regards to casting. I know some people want to see Ashley versus Wendy because they have that little conflict, but it's like Ashley to me doesn't bring anything, and all she's gonna do is like try to read Wendy and her finances when it's like you've had your shit too, Ashley, so you're not innocent. So that's what I thought about the latest episode. By the way, Angel's husband, he can stay. No shade. That nigga hard. What I tell you? Oh my God. That's why we low-key want Angel to stay. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the only reason why she might get a second season is because of the husband. Because we just want to look at him. But besides that, she can go. So there was recently a shooting in Brown University, and 2 people ended up being unalived, and 9 people are in critical condition. This happened as of recent. I actually saw a video of it, which was very traumatizing. I wish the internet would kind of censor some stuff, but it looks as if they don't care about that anymore because I saw it looked like a 4K video of that shooting.
An economic studies session with around 60 other students when he says a masked man entered the lecture hall armed with a large gun.
He entered the room and you could just see the panic in all the students' eyes. I was standing in the front, so as soon as he walked in, he immediately saw me and I immediately saw him. And then I look to my right and I see a bunch of students running down the stairs, running out the door, jumping on the ground, just whatever it takes to stay alive.
When you made eye contact with him, what did your mind tell you in terms of what was happening in that moment?
When I saw him, it was so big and long that I genuinely thought, like, okay, this is the end of the road for me.
How soon did he start after he entered the room?
He just started shooting right away. There was no hesitation.
Senior Joseph Adura was leading an economic study.
And this is what Trump had to say about the situation.
At Brown University, great school, great, really one of the greatest schools anywhere in the world.
I mean, really,
things can happen. So to the 9 injured, get well fast, and to the families of those 2 that are no longer with us, I pay my deepest regards and respects from the United States of America.
Now, I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
I don't get how you could say get well fast as if somebody got sick. That's something that you tell somebody get well fast. You know, they catch a fever. You know what I'm saying? They get a little cold. Now they almost died. There's no getting well fast. The mental recovery gonna be worse than the physical one. Like, this world is like becoming more of a joke every day. It really feels like we're in a big Simpsons episode. Sometimes it doesn't feel real to me, like seeing everything play out. It's crazy how he was able to get access in the school with that big of a weapon, especially with it being in a university as it was. Where was security in regards to that school? How was he able to obtain a big of a gun that he had? Because y'all, I saw the video. This was like a war style, like a chopper, like just y'all gotta go see it because I'm telling y'all, it's huge. The video didn't even look real. I thought it was AI at first until I looked it up and I saw that it was real. And what bothers me about the whole gun rights situation in the argument, like, people don't understand it until it affects you. I remember when the whole Sandy Hook situation happened and certain situations happen in the area that I live in when it comes to school shootings, even Stoneman Douglas. That's when I realized the severity of it, because it wasn't even at the school that it happened to, that I was at. It was just how it affected everybody there. Like, while we were there, like, I remember after that shooting happened, like, the school didn't even operate the same. The teachers, mentally, you could see the change. You could see the change in the students. People don't understand the severity of stuff like that. You're paranoid everywhere you walk in. It's not funny. It's not cute. And I don't get how you could sit up there and say, get well fast, for somebody that almost got unalived with a pow-pow. As big as that was. I'm talking about huge. The man is garbage. And to me, he's getting more orange by the day. I seen a clip from him. He looked like a fucking flaming hot Cheeto. Like, I just don't get it. Hot puff. Anyways, y'all, speaking of a little bit more politics, it looks like government Newsom is still not giving up, which, by the way, he needs to be reprimanded. I feel like it comes to a point. Why are we not stopping? Why are we still going back and forth with a rapper? Like, for real. He tweeted, know your neighborhood and protect your community. California's Megan Law website makes it easy to publicly available about registered offenders in your area. And then puts the Megan Law link and then protect your family. It comes to a point. And he does have a point. That's the problem. He does have a point, but it comes to a point. You should be more occupied with other things, my guy. This is why situations like that shooting happen. Because regulation isn't being regulated. It's being toyed with. Now, Reginae, girl, you lying. She did a podcast, right? And she said she tried to get on Disney. Hey, Jesse. Oh, hey, Jesse. Oh, she tried to get on Jesse. I'm playing. It was just Disney in general. And she said the reason why they didn't let her on Disney is because of something that Matt Main said, because Matt Main is her uncle. I don't believe that worth of nothing. You lying. Who the hell would have known that your uncle Matt Main, which by the way, let's not act like Matt Main is like the biggest thing out here to where Disney was like, oh, is that Mac Wayne? Is that Mac Main son? I mean, niece? Wow. We can't cast her.
That's something people assume about you because you are Fat Joe's daughter. I get so many.
Give me one.
I gotta rap. I gotta do rapping because of my dad's rap. I gotta do music because my dad's rapping, or like, it's different things where it's like, because of who my dad is, people are gonna put that on me. Even with Disney Channel, my uncle had a song that says, in about 3 years, holla at me, Miley Cyrus, right?
Oh.
I wanted to do something for Disney. Couldn't. Because my uncle said, in about 3 years, holla at me, Miley Cyrus.
But Disney don't play.
They don't play.
Because, like, we just know, like,
they don't play.
the celebrities that used to be on Disney and then, like, contract ended and it was like, where are you going with it?
What's something people assume about you?
It's the cap for me.
Yeah, the cap is on your hair, on the top of your head.
The cap is
the
on
wig
your
is the
hair.
cap.
You was jealous. That's jealousy. That's hate. That's ugliness, bitch.
A lot of you niggas. But no, for real, you're lying. I don't believe it. Like, what? I do not feel like I know that lyric. I remember that lyric specifically. It was like a popular song, but I can guarantee I wouldn't think that they would know that she's related to him just because he's working with Lil Wayne and that's her father. I don't know. I just caught a little bit of cap in they rap. I don't think Disney has hood connections like that to be able to do detective work and scope the scenery and find out that info. It just, I just don't feel like it was plausible. I just don't think it was plausible at all. Okay. Next I want to get into, y'all, is y'all know the host of the Streamer Award that got up there and kind of made a plum fool of herself? Well, she says she's been getting a lot of threats due to the joke she made about Kaisenet.
Death threats. And so I checked my DMs and all the DMs were like so fucking nice. And I was like, oh my God, it's so positive. And I even told my Discord, I'm like, guys, everyone is being so nice to me in DMs. It's so sweet. I haven't gotten any death threats. And then I go to the fucking hidden requests by accident because I didn't know it was there. On Instagram, you have to scroll to the bottom, and before the rest of the messages load, you have to like snipe it. Anyway, I go to my hidden requests and they're like, we're gonna fuck you. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, whoa. You know what? I actually would not prefer. I would not enjoy. I'll say that much. Contrary to popular belief, I would not like to get. But no, I stopped reading after the. But I don't. Am I getting death threats?
In fact, that she still thinks it's funny is like that'd be the ignorance that us people of color have to deal with. Like, for you to think that it's still a little bit of a key is ridiculous. Like, you do know that was very disrespectful what you said to him. Because the thing is with certain people, they don't know the severity of what Diddy's being accused of or has been accused of. So they think him being used as a joke is just him being gay. No. He's been accused of what you just said, the grape of it all. Like, he's been accused of a lot of nasty stuff. So to be comparing a man to him ain't gonna be funny, especially to his face. Speaking of more actions of that, Ray J recently was live. Now, I don't know if he was joking or not. He sounded like he was trolling. He was talking about how him getting his What he said. Okay. Now it was on Sheila's live. It was in the back of Sheila's live. His agency tried to check me in the comments. I don't know why. Now every big blog is picking this up after I posted it. So there's that. But, I thought that was very, interesting because the man said it. I didn't. So what the heck you want me to do about it?
I say I have to take everybody about one. But girls don't do that.
My funny. Diddy took my ass. Can't hold it no more. My funny ever since. My open more than this been ever in my life.
Right.
When I try to fart, it's crazy. Bro, I've been, all right,
so can we get through?
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's how I know, like, Sheila not the right girl for him, because you should have turned off the live the moment you noticed he was on the way to saying some crazy stuff like that. It should have been an in live right then and there. Okay, so that goes to show you that she not down for the ride. I want to be down. He not as down as you think, because that should have been clipped and ended. Okay, make sure y'all follow Avenue Entertainment on Instagram and Facebook especially too. Okay, it should have been ended right then and there. Now, do I think he's joking? I do feel like he's joking in a way, but do I think Ray J has had other experiences with dudes allegedly? Yes. Sorry, just the way he acts and certain things that he does. Now Columbus Short recently was on live with him too, and kind of questioned him working with Chris Stokes, which we all know the rumors with him.
Why you being a journalist like that, bro?
Because I'm trying to. Do you want to work with Chris Stokes, or do you want to just do your own thing?
Why are you doing that?
Do you want to work with Stokes, or do you want to do your own thing?
Why you being a journalist like that, bro?
Because I'm trying to activate you.
Right.
I'm trying to put a battery in your back.
Right.
Nobody. Do you want to start a
I
tour?
realize
That's a big call. Underdog tour.
Columbus Short, you supposed to be my friend, and I honestly think, like to keep it real, I honestly think that I think go viral, and I didn't want to do that tonight.
No, don't. But I'll open for you, bro. Because do you want to work?
I didn't want to go viral tonight, bro. This is supposed to be an honest conversation.
Do you want to be the boss, or you want to work with Chris Stokes?
Chris Stokes is my friend, dead homie.
But I hope he's not a friend.
That's not okay.
No,
that's not okay. That's not all right.
I ain't worried about Chris pulling up.
Bro, I'm tired of your life. Now you talking about
you're getting
fucked up.
Are getting taken. They've been getting taken. That's your words.
It's all the 2025, bro.
Being taken. They've been.
That's crazy, bro. Stop.
Taken.
So this is in reference to the video I just showed you guys a little bit earlier. So that's what he's referring to because of him saying that. Okay. Once I posted it, the other blog started picking it up or whatever. But I feel like he was trolling. Once again, I don't think nothing, just my opinion, I don't feel like if something were to happen, he would just be out here saying it all willy-nilly like that, especially with Diddy. But other stuff, I do believe it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But my ass never got took. That's why I'm right here talking this real shit.
Your ass didn't get took?
Never.
Not one time?
Not one time.
But you too successful.
And that's why they hate me, because I didn't have no power. Because I didn't have no power. They don't have no power over me. Because nobody took my booty. I ain't never laid down with no nigga. I ain't never laid down next to no nigga. Ain't no nigga.
They didn't smack. So they didn't smack.
That Columbus Short been on that rampage for years, letting us know that he not down with the get down. Mm-hmm.
I'm smashed bitches with niggas. But hey, number one rule, nigga, we ain't swashbuckling. Do you want to work with Chris Stokes, or do you want to just?
That was a lot of information for us to know. I kind of hate how they're making light of like grape. Like, it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? It's really not funny because dudes get assaulted as well. And it's not talked about enough where they don't come out about it because of the shame around it, because they're getting their booty tucked. So it's not as funny as people want to think. So I kind of wish that people kind of like stop trolling about it if it really did not happen to you. So there's that. Let me know what y'all think down below about this video. Stay tuned. We are live tonight and we are babies.
Welcome to the house of entertainers.